What's this, I hear you ask? Okay, so you probably haven't asked that, but anyway, I'm going to tell you. So this, as you can see, it's got the Boldwood logo and it's got a little 5. Can you see that there? This was the gift. We always get gifts from Boldwood for like the summer parties and for Christmas. They're very generous to their authors. And this one is a really exciting book. We've had a buff coloured one in the past. I've got a beautiful Boldwood umbrella, which of course is bright orange, and a beautiful Christmas ornament, glass crystal ornament, which I love. So they're very generous like that. Anyway, this week it was Boldwood's summer party. I wasn't sure if I was going to go. I wanted to go. I love going to any writerly event, to be honest, because much as I adore my job, and I do adore my job, I can't imagine ever wanting to do anything else. It is a very solitary job, and most of the time the people we deal with, like editors, other writer friends, is generally online. So it is very solitary. So when you can get together with other writer friends who are just in the same boat, to be, it's always good fun, and I always try and go. I wasn't sure if I'd go. I haven't been away for over a year now, but I'm glad I went, and it was a really lovely evening. All writers that I've ever met, all the ones I know, are hugely supportive of each other. It's not a job that is terribly, it's a very competitive thing in that obviously it's all about ratings and how well a book does and that sort of thing for the publisher, and obviously as an author you want your book to be read by as many people as possible, obviously, but writers themselves are hugely supportive of other writers, the ones I've come across anyway. And so when we all get together, the first thing is it's actually very, very noisy, because people, when you go from having people who spend a lot of time by themselves with a laptop for company, to then putting them in a room with champagne and cocktails and music, and it's generally very, very exciting and must be very, very noisy for everybody else. So we had a ball. It was at Fulham Palace in London, and it was just fantastic to see everybody again. There were lots of wonderful photos. I think I took probably a couple of photos, but I'm rubbish at remembering to take photos because I'm too busy talking to people and listening to others, because it's always really exciting. So this year it's the leading up to, it was the launch basically, as well as Boldwood Summer Party. It was the launch of their 5th birthday celebrations. Now Boldwood have only been going, it'll be 5 years in August, so not even 5 years yet. In that time they have won various different awards. They've won a Nibby, that's for British Book Awards, I believe. If that's wrong, please give me a bit of leeway there. They also won Small Press of the Year or Indie Publisher of the Year in 2023. But they have signed 150 authors. They have had 9 bestsellers. They have various awards, as I said, and they have sold over 25 million books. 25 million? How incredible is that in 5 years? Amanda, who's the CEO, is an amazing person. She's obviously brilliant at what she does, obviously a brilliant businesswoman, but she knows publishing. And she gave a speech which was fantastic. But I can't get over 25 million books in less than 5 years. It's quite extraordinary and a huge feat. So well done, Boldwood. And happy upcoming birthday, Boldwood. Yeah, I love being published by Boldwood. I love being published by HarperCollins too, to be fair. I love my publisher there, Charlotte. Her name is Charlotte Ledger, and she really is a legend in publishing. All her authors love her. And I met up with my editor actually the morning after the party, Rachel, who is lovely as well. We've not been working together long. We've worked together on 2 books now. She's a lovely lady, and she knows Charlotte. She was just saying what a wonderful girl she is. Everybody loves Charlotte. So yes, it was a wonderful evening, had a really fantastic time. As I said, I always look forward to these things, but because of life and my circumstances right now, I wasn't sure if I'd be able to basically cope with a party. I've kept sort of to my family and a few close friends in my day-to-day life. So it was a new step for me, but it was really, really, everyone's so supportive and so lovely. It was really a lovely evening. So I'm glad I went. And I'm also glad I've got my notebook, because you can never have too many notebooks. I don't think anyway. But it was fun. So going to London, flying out, flying back. I saw my daughter on the Monday night and I had a lovely walk with her. It was really nice, very relaxing. I have people come and stay, look after my dogs, so they're very happy, thankfully. It's so nice when you have somebody who can just step into your life, look after everything for you while you go away and then come back, and they, you know, my dogs are happy, and they you know, that's such a, well, I wouldn't go if they weren't, to be fair. So that was really exciting. I've got a couple more author events coming up this summer, which I'll tell you about when they happen. And in 3 weeks, I believe it is, I have 2 fabulous author friends. We write for One More Chapter, so for HarperCollins, Christie Barlow, and she's had the final book, and I think it's a 15 book series came out yesterday. So happy publication day, Christie, for that. It will do massively well because Christie's books are fabulous as well. And my other friend, Glynis Peters, we both write historical fiction. Although Glynis she also writes as Amber Raven and has her first book out as Amber Raven coming out very soon, I believe in August. I'm rubbish with times and things, so don't quote me on that. I'm so excited that they're both coming, and we're going to have a really wonderful few days together. They've never been to Jersey before, I believe. I don't think either of them have ever been before. So although Glynis does actually have contacts here, so it's going to be really exciting. Can't wait to show them around. And yeah, I mean, it's making me sort of plant a few things in my garden and tidy up a bit. Tidy up a bit. Because, you know, when you focus on writing like I do, you know, book after book after book, I tend to sort of like, you know, what, the rest of the world? What? You know, I live in a fictional world most of the time, and I'm so happy living in that fictional world because I decide what happens. In real life, I don't decide what happens. So guess which world I actually prefer most of the time. So I have got a book out in 6 days. That is Neighbours at War. The poster's actually up there. I won't try and move this because I'll only mess it up. It's very exciting. It's also very nerve-wracking. I'll post about that probably tomorrow. But in the time right now, I'm waffling, but right now I need to get on with my next book. This book is it's an historical, and it is whereas the Beekeepers' War was set during the First World War and the Second World War, and the Poppy Field was set in 1918 and 2018. This book is also set during 2 timelines, but they're during the occupation, so it's 1943, and it's also the English Civil War, but in Jersey. Obviously both settings, both locations are Jersey, and it's 1661. And it's actually something slightly different to anything I've written before. I'm really excited. I still got more research to do because I always find more as I go along. Doesn't matter how well prepared I am, but unlike some of the books that I've written, I know what the story's about. I know my characters already. They've come alive, which is fantastic. Normally I have to write myself into a book. This time, for some reason, they've arrived fully formed. My 2 main characters and 2 other secondary characters, and I'm really excited about them and I can't wait to get going. So that's what I'm going to do now. I did have a pain au chocolat to eat, but I wolfed that down already. And I did have a coffee, but I've already drunk that. So I won't hold them up. But I do have a notebook that I haven't been able to consume. There's still time. I hope you have a great day and chat to you soon. Thanks very much.